I am Evan Curtin. I am a physics major with an astronomy concentration and a math minor, and this is my senior year. So my experience with Dr. Reed, he is my research advisor, so I do research with him, and I have really enjoyed working with him as he is a great resource to talk to, and he's funny when he wants to be. He's telling a lot of dad jokes, so it's hit or miss with them, but I really enjoyed working with him, and he's definitely been kind of one of the professors here that have made me want to keep coming back to Kutztown and been a great resource as I'm applying to grad schools. So with the exoplanets course, we were looking at what's called the test objects of interest, which they are stars that have potential noise, which is what we're looking for seeing exoplanets. These could be big stars, little stars, bright or dim stars. It just depends on what we're looking at specifically. But our telescope is really good for looking at the dimmer stars in our night sky, so we can see smaller transits. And I got to do a lot of that research with these exoplanets in the exoplanets course. We did 6 targets last fall. So we were looking at 6 of those targets, and there was a capstone project for that class, which involved, for my capstone, talking about 4 of those targets and how we use different filters to look at them. So we have like a blue filter, so it only lets in blue light. There's a red filter, which only lets in red light. Then we have an infrared filter, and then we also have a green filter. So my capstone project was talking about how the differences in what they're called bandpass filters, because it's a little bit of a wavelength distribution for these filters. The capstone project talked about those, and the results from the capstone project are being presented at the American Astronomical Society 245th meeting this January in National Harbor. The Society of Physics Students, namely called Physics Club just to make it easier and less of a mouthful, we meet every Thursday in Grimm, and it depends on what we're doing that week, but usually we're doing some kind of engineering challenge. On our Instagram, we recently posted what's called a mousetrap car challenge. So we build a little car and we have a mousetrap on top, and you attach like a string or a wire to it, wrap it around the rear axle, and you let the mousetrap activate, and it causes the car to go forward. So that's one of the things that we do. Another thing that we do is we had some of our professors come in and discuss their research and research opportunities. This is more angled towards freshmen and sophomores just because they're newer to the college and they haven't had the opportunity to join a research group yet. So it was just basically a business pitch for each professor. We also usually go on something called a pulpit hike. So what we do for that is Dr. Reed is a member of the Lehigh Valley Astronomical Society, and they have the university's old telescope up in Pulpit Rock is I think it's called. But we have the old telescope up there, and we go on a hike to look at the telescope and see how different it is compared to the one that we have currently at the observatory. One of the things that we are trying to do this year is we're trying to do some trips such that it's related to physics. We're still working out the details on the trip itself, but some of the ideas thrown around is because some of our physics professors are from Lehigh University. We were looking to do some tours of Lehigh's astronomical book collection that they have, or they have like a concrete crushing facility that I'm not too familiar with. But they have a bunch of stuff that we could use in Lehigh as like a tour to view possibilities in the future for physics students. We were also thinking of 3 Mile Island tour. There's like the what's it called? The Air and Space Museum in DC. Just keeping it close, but doing something physics related to make sure that we keep the members engaged.